Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out. Pleasure to be in the company of Frank Warren. Frank, you must be happy to still be delivering the stadium show you promised Fabio Wardley despite the opponent dropout.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what we wanted in as much that this is a tough fight for him. He's ranked #1 by the WBO Huni, obviously for a reason, and he's fighting Fabio, who's the interim and #1 rated heavyweight in the BA. So that's quality. That's good quality. A slightly different style, or a different style than Miller, but it's going to be a good fight. These two guys, I'm telling you, we're going to produce a magnificent fight.
There's a comment I'd like you to address at the press conference from Eddie Hearn. Obviously, he's a little bit tongue-in-cheek with things, but he said that for this homecoming fight for Fabio, he would have thought Kevin Johnson would have been in the opposing corner as opposed to Justis Huni. A little bit harsh with respect to Kevin Johnson. That's not the level that Fabio is operating at.
We believe in Fabio, otherwise we wouldn't make these fights. We believe in his ability. We believe he's got what it takes, and he wants to fight. I mean, you know, we sat down, we looked at opponents, and this is the one we picked between us all and settled on. It's a tough fight. I agree with everything Eddie's saying. All the things he's saying, I agree with. But the one thing everybody is missing the point is we believe in him, or we wouldn't have made the fight.
There's a comment from Simon Jordan as well, putting Dillian White in the frame as well too. That was never a possibility, was it?
How can he fight his manager? He's his manager. I mean, that would have been a bit of a first. But he's on the card, and he's going to hopefully have a fight to get him back in the swing, and we're looking to get him into a big fight as well in the autumn.
Does that big fight include the possibility of a Joe Parker rematch?
There's lots of options. I mean, this heavyweight division is on fire. Certainly domestically, it's on fire, and all we want to do is keep making the fights, keep delivering, and getting the best, fighting the best, keep bringing it all the way through.
There's obviously a lot happening at the higher end of the tree in the heavyweight division. Do you anticipate that Fabio comes through this fight with Justis Huni and Jarrell might still be nothing for him?
We'll see. We'll see what happens after the fight. You know, at the moment we're just focusing on this one. This is the important one for him, and you know, in front of his home fans. I think we're up to nearly 20,000 tickets. I think now we've had the press conference. That's going to give it a real kick up the backside, and I think we'll have a sellout here. Magnificent support for him, and more importantly, it'll be a real great night for the fans.
I want to ask you a couple of questions before I shoot off, Frank. First of all, I spoke to John Fury over in Budapest, and he said that, well, he had some harsh words for SugarHill, said that he was incapable to be in his corner, and maybe Tyson should figure out a new corner, to paraphrase his words. What do you think about John Fury's comments about Tyson?
That's John's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion, and Tyson, who's the guy who gets in the ring, is entitled to pick who he wants to be working with.
He also said that he felt that in the second fight he wasn't in tip-top shape for that. Did you have concerns about Tyson in that second fight, that he wasn't at his best?
I mean, I don't know what shape he was in from what was going on in the gym, because I don't go to the gym every day. I don't speak to him, but he looks in good shape to me. And I thought it was a very, very, very close fight.
He also said that he felt that the horses bolted for that Fury versus AJ fight. Surely that would still be a big fight that would sell in the UK, right?
Look, if he decides he's going to fight on, that's always a big fight. Of course, it's always a big fight.
It's a big fight that's possible between Chris Eubank Jr. and Billy Joe Saunders. You said that you've met with him. What was the context of that conversation? Look, Billy, just being straight about it doesn't look in fighting shape right now, but do you think he can get back to that?
He says that he's going to get back to it, and I said, when you do, let's go and we'll talk.
What weight would that be at?
We'll find out when he comes back. I mean, at the moment, it'll be quite a heavyweight, but we'll see. Let's see if he wants to fight, he's got to show he's serious by being in the gym and getting the weight down.
But Eubank Jr. would be the priority for you if Billy comes back?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's got a long way to go before that. Let's see where the dust settles. They've got a rematch clause at the moment, the other two, so let's see what happens with them two.
Is Lewis Richardson, this last one, Lewis Richardson going to be on this card, is that right as well too? In Ipswich?
Yep.
So his debut will be at the stadium?
Yep. I'm looking forward to that in a big, big way.
Big pressure.
Big pressure, but you know what? That's what he comes from. A background of big pressure. You know, he's got a stellar amateur background, and for me, this is for him and us. It'll be a special night, and I believe it's the start of a really, really special journey between Queensbury and him.
Frank, looking forward to that. Thanks for your seconds out.